Savinho to Spurs is confusing. I'm not going to lie to anyone. That's a confusing transfer rumour that I saw this morning. I know it broke last night, and I saw it this morning. And I thought it was a joke. I thought it was like like one of them, like, not, I don't know what you call them, one of them make-believe rumours. And then I saw it was Fabrizio. I was like, what's going on there? This is why Thomas Frank's getting on my nerves, because I think Thomas Frank's already a brilliant manager, but he's definitely signing the right players. And then I'm thinking, why are we not in for him? That's what I'm thinking. So I'm getting to the point where I'm looking at it like, yes, Madueke did have a good cameo when he came on, but we know what Madueke, what he does day to day, and we also, Savinho. I'm not going to start going on as if to say Savinho has been a world beater, because he's obviously hasn't set the world alight at Man City. So I'm not going to go on like that. But what I do know is he's got the potential to be a world beater. So for 50 or 60 million, I'm seeing that as that would have been our left winger. And Savinho is naturally a left winger. He's not a right winger. He's a left winger. So I'm looking at that like, that's what we should be really going for. That's what we should be doing. We should be going for Savinho, really. Or we should have, like, I'll be much more content with signing Savinho more so than Madueke. Much more content than that. Furthermore, that's the type of left winger I actually want. Especially if you want a left-footed left winger, that's who you want. Someone that hasn't. I know people would have been saying, "Oh, we're going for another Man City player and stuff like that." But I'm looking at Savinho like that. He could easily become a world-class, top-class player in the next couple of years if he just clicks and with the right environment. No doubt about it. So I'm not too sure. Furthermore, if I was Arsenal, if I was Arteta, I would just go in for him now. Like, because we always had this little dream of Rodrigo and Eze. Let's go and get Savinho and Eze. I'll go for him now. Like, then you're setting a real statement. I know you got Madueke and you got Odegaard, you got Nwaneri, you got all these players, but this is what we need to do, and then we'll figure out the rest after. I would definitely go for Savinho now, and I'm just looking at it like, I feel like the statement that will be made if we go and potentially got Savinho more so, because he's the same price as Madueke, he's the same price as Kudos. I was looking at Kudos like, I was hoping we should have got him, but you never know. I'm not going to go on like it's so easy to go and get players, because Kudos might have said he wants to play on the right. He doesn't want to play on the left. He might have said that, you know what I'm saying? And at Tottenham, it's obvious that you're going to get guaranteed game time, especially for players like Kudos, especially for players like Savinho. Do you know what I'm saying? But all of a sudden, you got players on the market that are players that would improve our first team. Savinho comes to our club, he'd be the best left winger at the club immediately. So I'm looking at it like, I feel like we need to be in for him, and I feel like we need to go to him and say to him, you can play on the left wing. That's where you want to play. You want game time, you'll play, bro. Like, that's where you're going to be. I know we've got Martinelli still, we've got Trossard still, so it feels unrealistic because we've still got Martinelli, Trossard and Madueke on the left wing, and it just feels unrealistic. But I'm just thinking, there's two parts to this. The first part is, everyone always says, no, get your players in early. So I can't then knock Arsenal for getting Madueke in early, because you don't want to be going into the first game of the season still doing deals and having Martinelli and Trossard there and no Madueke or no left winger. So I can't knock Arsenal for that. The second thing is, this is the benefit of waiting towards the end of the window, because other players become available. So it's a thing of, do you wait to the end of the window to see what players become available, or do you just get your players in early and just say, listen, I'm just going to get these guys in that are available now and get them in? And that's the difference, I feel. I feel like we did the early bird transfers, and that's worked. But then players like Savinho come in, and even if we were to go in for Savinho, he probably wouldn't have been ready for next week anyway. We've got, what, 4 days into the game, or 5 days, so to get the transfer in, he wouldn't have been ready. So we would have still been going into that game with Martinelli and Trossard, and we would have still been irritated. We haven't got a left winger. We ain't got a left winger. That's what we would have been saying, to be honest. But I just feel like for 50 or 60 million for Savinho, I feel like that's a steal for a 21, 22. Potentially can be world class in the next couple of years. Playing on his favourite side on the left. There's a gaping hole on our left-hand side. That's perfect for him. Like, I know it's perfect for Tottenham as well. It seems perfect for Tottenham. I feel like Tottenham are doing good business. I know they haven't signed too many players, but they're signing the right players. Kudos and Savinho are two good players to sign, and they're two players that I wanted. Well, I didn't even know I wanted Savinho, but he's on the market now. And this is the thing about young players. When you sign young players that feel like they're at the top of the game, they want to play now. And this is what I was explaining to a few people on streams. Young players want to play now if they've been bought to play and they feel like they're good enough. And Savinho, when he played against us, the first time he played against us, he spun Calafiori. And then he put, I think it was a ball to Haaland who scored. So I know the quality that he does have. He's got that serious quality, that high football IQ. He plays like Rafinha. He's like another Rafinha. But obviously he hasn't reached those heights yet, but he's got the potential like what Rafinha's got. So I'm seeing it as we need to be in for him. But with young players, they a lot of them want to play, and obviously he's a player that would want to play. He's gone Man City, he's not playing, I want to go. So I kind of see what type of mentality he has, because he thinks I should be playing every game. And at Man City and these top clubs, you can't guarantee to be playing every game unless you're that main guy. So I don't think Man City fans will be too happy that he's leaving, because I think he's a player that hasn't realised his potential yet, and that they always talk about like a real top player that he can potentially be. So I think Man City probably are reluctant to lose him, but he must be on a mission to get out of that club for this to be an option to go to Tottenham. But if he's willing to come to London, I think Arsenal should be in for him. Like, I'm being deadly serious. I think we should be like, bro, let's go and get Savinho if we can, because there's no guarantee we're going to get Eze. And if Eze becomes available, we get him as well. Like, that's what I'm on. Like, I don't understand. We should go and get Savinho, especially if he's available right now. We wanted Rodrigo. Like, if Savinho goes, I'm assuming Rodrigo's going to go Man City. I don't know. Don't ask me why I'm assuming that. That just feels like what's going to happen. Like, they can match his wages. They can match his ambition. They can match everything. They need a left winger as well. Well, do they really? They don't actually need a left wingers. They've got a few left wingers, actually. They still haven't got rid of Grealish. They still got Mamouche. They've still got Doku. And yeah, they haven't really got... They've got too many left wingers, actually. It's the other way around, actually. But I feel like we should pivot towards Savinho, man. I feel like that would excite the fan base. That would excite the crowd. That would excite the team. Young player as well. Played at the highest level. Was at City as well, so we know that he can fit into that way of football, that style, that you know what I mean. Yeah, I think we should be going for Savinho. 50 or 60 million, that just seems like a player that you'd be like, yeah, let's go for him, man. I don't know, obviously we need to clear up some space in the squad, but I thought that rumour was banter until I saw it was Fabrizio. I was thinking, bro, we better go in for him. So yeah, man, Tottenham are doing good business, man. It's a bit annoying. It's a bit annoying, but it is what it is. It's part of the game, man. It just makes the Premier League more competitive, but it's just annoying, isn't it? But we need to go for him and try and get that deal over the line, man. We should be pivoting to him now. We should be going for him now. And as soon as we saw that, you heard he was available, because we must, if we hear he's available, everyone must know he's available. So let's go for him, man. That's the type of left winger I want. That's the type of left wing, and he's left-footed as well. It suits Arteta. I know Arteta's got Madueke already, but Savinho's better than him. Savinho's better than Madueke, so yeah, that's my thoughts of the day, and I want Savinho.